Hey all you cool cats and kittens, my name is Caiden Johnson and I am currently serving as this year's Region 1 reporter. Now, today's video is something very special that I have planned for you all. So, if I could just take you down a quick trip down memory lane, if you will, we're gonna flash back to quarantine. Now, I know what you might be thinking. I had to quarantine once for 2 weeks because I had COVID-19. Well, I'm very sorry for you. I hope that went well, and I hope that you are all better now. But that's not the quarantine I'm talking about. I'm talking about that little 2-week summer vacation we thought we were all getting in March. That's right. I'm talking about Tiger King, whipped coffee, video chats, FaceTiming all the time, and finally, the point at which we all thought this would be over in a matter of those 2 weeks. Now, as we know, those 2 weeks weren't actually 2 weeks, and we're still struggling with it right now, which is exactly why flashing back is so important. It'll give us a chance to kind of reminisce on where we started and where we can go. Today's video, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Quarantine Activities 2.0. More specifically, writing letters. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. In today's video, we will be learning how to write all kinds of different letters to keep you busy during these times of the COVID pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, we will learn how to write letters to friends. We will learn how to write letters to strangers. We will even learn how to write a letter to a sponsor in the FFA program. So, I hope that you guys will stick with me and go on this adventure in our little Quarantine 2.0 2021 edition. The first letter we will be tackling is the sponsorship letter. Currently, I don't have a sponsor to write the letter to for Region 1, but I will still be giving you guys examples on how to write one. So, there's a few guidelines we want to follow when we're writing a professional letter to a sponsor. Number 1, be professional. Number 2, be professional. Number 3, be grateful. So we have PPG, professional, professional, and grateful. Our sponsors don't have to be giving us things, much less their time, effort, and even money. So it's always important to be professional and return the same amount of respect that they have given to our organization. So let's say I was writing a letter to McDonald's because they have sponsored our region for some unknown but appreciated reason. The way we would not begin this letter would not be to say, "Hey McDonald's, I really like your Big Mac. It tastes so very good, and so does your sponsorship. Thank you so much for the money that you gave us. It really helped us have fun time." That's not what we want to see in a professional letter. First of all, we didn't address them properly in the beginning. We didn't greet them. Second of all, we went straight into something that had to do with them and not our organization. And finally, we just were not professional in any sense when it came to what we were even saying in the body. So, let's rephrase this McDonald's letter. Let's begin with, "Hello, McDonald's. My name is Caiden Johnson, and I am currently serving as the 2020-2021 Region 1 reporter. Thank you so much for your generous donation of blah, 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 blah dollars. It was so very much appreciated." That's a nice way to start the letter and to kind of introduce yourself as well as introduce their sponsorship. Another thing that we could add are personal experiences. We don't want to get too personal and say, "Your sponsorship helped me meet so many friends, and my friend Jessica especially. My friend Jessica and I go to pool parties all the time together." We just don't want to do that. That would be oversharing. I'm a Libra, so I'm rather good at that. We're not going to do that in these letters though. What we are going to do in a personal experience is just give a light and brief example of how the monetary compensation or the donation has helped us. So I could say, because of your donation, I was able to attend the National Convention in Indianapolis, Indiana, and I met FFA members across the country who shared a passion for agriculture just as you do. Once again, thank you so much for your donation, and I look forward to seeing a bright future of agriculture because of your help, or because of you. That's a very good letter, and I think McDonald's would be honored to receive something like that, especially from a member like you. So, just to briefly recap for our sponsor letter: professional, professional, grateful, personal experiences, don't overshare, and end it nicely and remind them of how thankful you are for their donation or even for their sponsorship or support. And finally, send it off. And I hope you know how to send a letter, but at the end of this video, I will be showing you how to put it in a mailbox. So it's pretty informative, and I think it'll help you a lot. That is our first letter. Not technically complete, but complete. Thank you for joining us on today's sponsorship section. Now comes the fun part. Now on to the fun part of today's letter lessons with Caiden. Writing letters to friends, or as a lot of people like to call them, pen pals. My pen pal for today's video is going to be my fellow region officer and friend, Levi. Today, I'm going to be writing a letter to him about how my life is going during these COVID times, and I encourage you guys to write your letter to another friend along with me. So I'll give you some time while I'm talking about how much I like toast. And by the end of my toast talk, I hope that you have your pen, pencil, and an idea of who you're going to write to, because we're going to write this together. Are you ready? Toast talk begins in 3, 2, 1. I don't know about you guys, but I just love toast so very much. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know who invented toast, but whoever they were a genius. Because, listen, who thought of taking bread that was already baked, okay? Taking bread, popping it in a little, oven thingy, and making it crispy bread, okay? That's genius, first of all. Then, someone had the idea of making a toaster. Wow, I'm impressed. Genius is just all around us these days. So, now they're like, we're gonna pop this already cooked bread that we made from dough, and we're gonna pop it into another machine, and it's gonna cook it again, and it's gonna give us some crunch. I have no words. Toast is so good. Slap a little butter on there, get some crunchy and creamy. Absolutely. That's genius. Toast is amazing. And now that I'm done with my nice toast talk, I hope that you're back, and I hope that you are ready to write your letter with me. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now, when writing a letter to a friend, you can be a lot more open, you can be a lot more fun, and it honestly depends on your friendship and what you guys talk about. Be sure that it is appropriate, because you never know where your mail could end up, so make sure that you aren't being explicit in your conversations between you and your friend, but also make sure that you do have fun with it. Sponsorship letters are meant to be professional and a little bit boring in a sense, so that they appreciate it in a professional sense. But there doesn't have to be anything professional between you and your friend, unless you want it to be, of course. So feel free to make plans with them, feel free to talk about your favorite show with them, or feel free to just ask them how their day is going, because as soon as you receive a letter from someone, your day is instantly better. I don't know about you guys, but when I get a letter in the mail, it makes my day. It makes my entire day. So I hope that this will do the same for you. without further ado, we are going to get started in our writing. So, you guys write with me, and I'll write, and we'll write together. This is gonna be beautiful. Now that I've officially written my letter back to Levi, it is time to get this put in the envelope and get the addresses on there, and I'll take you along for the journey. So, here we have our envelope, and this is a very, very important step to remember when you are mailing things in general. So, right here, right in the middle, this is where you are going to put who this letter is going to. The middle is always, always, always going to be the person receiving the letter. Remember that. Then up in the left corner, so it kind of looks right on the screen, but in the left upper corner, that is where you are going to write your address or the return address. So we have the delivery address and the return address. Yours, the person you are sending it to. Remember that. Now, with the delivery address, the person that it's going to, you're going to have their name first and last. So it could be Levi and then his last name. Then we'll have his address. I'm not going to give it to you guys, but if you want, you could ask him for it, and you guys could be pen pals. And then we have the last line of the address. Then up in this corner, we're going to have my name, my address, and the last line of my address. In the address, you need the street and the zip code. So street, zip code, and state and town. It's a lot, but I think you guys will get the hang of it, and I think that you'll get hooked on writing letters pretty quickly. Now that I have the addresses on there, it's time to get a nice stamp and throw it up in this little corner, and then we can get it shipped off to Mr. Levi. I hope that he enjoys it. If he doesn't, we'll have a little chat, because I poured my heart and soul into this, Levi. Anyways, welcome to a Get Ready With Me letter edition. So first, as everyone does usually, when they're doing a letter Get Ready With Me, they walk down their stairs, or they just walk to the room that has the stamps in it. So that's where I'm on my way right now. Once you have located the stamp, as I have, you get to stick it up in the right corner, and then you get to ship it off when you are ready. I chose a nice little yellow American goldfinch stamp because it reminds me of the blue and gold that we all get to share today. Once you have gotten your letter and you've gotten your stamp and you are ready to put it in the mail, that's when you make the dangerous trek out to the mailbox. It is currently a beautiful winter day here in Minnesota, and I'm about to venture outside for the first time in a very long time, because winter break was actually rather comfortable and I didn't really feel like going outside, you know? It's kind of nice inside where it's nice and warm. Anyways, enjoy the breeze. Enjoy the air. Whoa, I almost stepped in some of my dog's presents that they left in the snow. If it's yellow, let it go. Or just don't eat snow. But you're from Minnesota, so that's probably not going to happen. So eat snow safely, children and friends and adults, if you're watching this. Arrived at my favorite part. Here we go. Oh, there's mail in there already. Wow. Now we're gonna pop it in there and... Oh, that was a little aggressive. And then, this is very important. If you would like the mailman to take your mail from your mailbox, flip up the little red flag, and it'll send him a nice red flag to grab your mail. Now that we have officially let my mail go, it's time to give it one final... And then we hope that it arrived safely in Levi's mailbox. Levi, I am very excited for you to receive this letter. I poured my heart and soul into it, and you can really see the blood, sweat, and tears that it went into it during my time lapse. So, that is all I have for you guys today in this video. Thank you for joining me during today's workshop. Thank you for being so awesome during this time. I hope that you guys are doing your part to stay safe, stay healthy, and honestly, stay away from large crowds. It is important to protect yourselves and protect others during these times. I'm very proud of you all for being so willing to just step out of your comfort zone, and I'm very thankful that you guys were able to join me in today's video. So, with that, I hope I have inspired you guys to maybe get some pen pals of your own. I hope that I have inspired you guys to step out of your comfort zone and maybe go and find a pen pal. And if you guys already have one, maybe this served as a reminder that they're missing you and you should write to them. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I hope that you guys all have a lovely experience. Also, I forgot to add, my socials will be linked at the end of this video if you would like to add me on one of them. That way, if you guys want, you can get my address and we can be pen pals together, because I'm always looking for more people to talk to. It's really fun, and honestly, opening the mailbox and finding mail with my name on it makes me the happiest person quite possibly in the entire world, and it gives me all of my serotonin that I'll need for all of the months of 2021. So thank you guys. Thank you.